3.1 kilograms, 2.55 kilograms, and that's empty. How is it even possible to travel when most budget airlines only allow for a total of 7 kilograms for your carry-on and your personal items bag? Let's say your suitcase is at around 2.5 kilograms. Add to this your computer, your accessories, your toiletries and essentials. I mean, that can easily add up to another 2.5 kilograms for a total of nearly 5 kilograms. That leaves you about 2 kilograms for your clothes. Well, that's the problem that we had, and I set off to find the lightest carry-on in the world. And guess what? We found it. Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Today's video is slightly different from what we normally show on this channel. As you might have noticed, I haven't been riding my motorbike so much these days because I've been traveling. I've been on a honeymoon around the world with my wife. So we did a bit of research and we came across this amazing bag. It's called the Kathmandu Feather Flight. First impressions, let's look at the weight. The most impressive feature of this luggage is its weight. This thing is really light. It's kind of its reason for being, after all. It's even in the name. It's called the Feather Flight. Now, we're talking about 1.6 kilogram, and this actually makes it one of the lightest carry-on suitcases in its class, which means you can pack more stuff without worrying too much about airline carry-on limits. Now, even though it's feather light, it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. It's made from this recycled ripstop fabric, which is basically the same tech they use for high-end tents and even parachutes. Plus, because it's a soft case, you can usually squeeze that one extra hoodie in there that might not otherwise fit in a hardshell suitcase. If you talk about the looks, well, in my opinion, it's elegant and stylish, but it doesn't look like an expensive bag, and it comes in a lovely choice of colors. Now, let's look at some of the features. First of all, the handles. It's got a single pole handle. It looks a bit different, but it's sturdy and it keeps the weight down. There are also top and side handles, so it's easy to lift when placing it in overhead compartments. Now, also, we've got the wheels. Now, it's got only 2 wheels, but they are smooth and they're fairly big, so no awkward rattling and a fairly good ride on all sorts of grounds. Another thing that's great about it is that it's lockable. The zips are quite good and they come equipped with these lock holes for a small padlock, which is always nice in busy airports. Now, when we talk about the storage and organization, inside, this luggage has around 40 liters of packing capacity. That's quite impressive for a carry-on size. There are mesh pockets for organizing clothes and accessories. Plus, there's an external pocket with a 15-inch laptop sleeve. That makes it quite convenient for travelers who carry electronics. Okay, let's have a look at pros and cons now. On the pros, I've got a really nice list. First of all, obviously, it's extremely lightweight. That's its reason for being, and that's probably the reason you'll be looking at something like this. 1.6 kilogram. So we're talking about probably around 3.4 pounds, which is very light for a suitcase. The size, 40 liters. That's great capacity for a carry-on bag. Usually they come around 30 to 38 liters, so 48 liters is really impressive as well. You can carry a lot of stuff. Now, it's made of durable recycled material. That's really nice. It's very lightweight because of this. And also, again, you can slide in some stuff that you might not otherwise be able to slide in on a hard case shell. Now, if we look at the list of cons, there's a few things we need to consider. That laptop sleeve I was talking about earlier, well, it's quite all right to have it there. However, there's no padding and it feels a bit flimsy. So I don't know that I would personally use it to put a computer. I'd be afraid that maybe something would fall on it or something like that. But I would normally carry my computer with my personal items bag or put the computer in a padded sleeve before putting it in there. So that might not be an issue for you. Secondly, on that particular sleeve for the laptop, that's the one sleeve that doesn't have a lock on it. You can't even lock the zipper. So to me, that feels like the most expensive item in your bag does not have a lock on the zipper. So that's something that could be worked on. Now, another aspect about this suitcase that might be a bit of a negative for some is that two-wheel system instead of the four-wheel spinner wheels. You know, they have that 360, which makes it nice when you go on or get off the airplane. You can wheel it sideways. This one here, you can't. It's got two wheels on one side and it only goes in one direction. But again, for some people, it might not be an issue. You might value having more space to put things rather than being able to carry this suitcase sideways. Another thing that is definitely an issue is that single pole handle. Now, I do understand they did this to avoid having extra weight on that suitcase. However, when it comes time to put something in that handle, as people often do with a personal items bag, because it's only one pole, it's tough to keep that second bag on top nicely balanced, and very often it might actually slide and flip the other side. So that could be an issue. I'm sure there's ways around that, but that could be an issue for some. Obviously, another thing about this bag is it's not a cheap bag. I bought it for 349 Australian dollars, which is not cheap for a bag, but it's still about only a third or even a fourth of its main competition when it comes to weight, which is probably the Samsonite. One of the Samsonites comes at 1.8 kilograms, so around the same category, and it's 3 or 4 times more expensive. So considering that, it's not bad. But still, $340 for a bag, for some, might be very expensive. Another thing about this is that right now, Kathmandu only got stores in New Zealand and Australia. However, their products are available online. And if you are looking to grab one of these bags online, there's a link in my description for that. And I also include the Kathmandu Light Haul 38 backpack, which is the carry-on backpack used in the video. Just a heads up about that. I'm an affiliate, so if you buy through that link, it gives me a small kickback at no extra cost to you, which I definitely appreciate. All right, so cheers for that. Now, final verdict. Overall, the Kathmandu Feather Flight is a great option for travelers who want a super lightweight, durable, and eco-friendly carry-on suitcase. It's especially suitable for people who want to maximize their packing weight while still traveling comfortably. Now, honestly, I think it's a solid investment if you want to fly through security and be the first one off the flight and out of the airport without having to wait for your check-in bags. So frankly, that's why we got it. It allows us to travel on and off the plane more easily. It allows us to carry as much as we want to carry within the airline's different weight restrictions. And so far, so good. It's been very easy to pack. It's been very easy to carry. And 2 thumbs up for this bag. Again, to all of you, if you've enjoyed this product review, please tell me what you think and tell me if you'd like to hear a review about any other products that I might be using. All right? Cheers to all. Thank you for watching, and I hope that we get to meet on the road. And until we do, like they say around here, sampai jumpa lagi. Cheers.